निरीशुज्जल महापूजनम पयोदधिघृतं चैवामरुचा शर्करायुतं पंचामृतं स्नानं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ओम गम गम गणपति गम गम गणपति गम गम गणपति नमो नमः ओम गम गम गणपति गम गम गणपति गम गम गणपति नमो नमः विघ्न विनाशक जय गणनायक लंबोदर गणपति विघ्न विनाशक जय गणनायक लंबोदर गणपति गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा गणेश शरणं शरणं गणेशा ओम महागणपति गणपति देवा गणपति 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 देवा गणपति 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 देवा गणपति 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 देवा वेदशुक्तं महायुक्तं समायुक्तं समर्पयामि देवताभ्यो नमो नमः. Take this that sindurya first and put it 21 times from here, going right up. Om Sri Ganeshaya. You can reach. Try. Yeah, you go reach. But just watch your clothes. Watch your clothes with that light, you know. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. 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 Put some on the Viddhi and the Siddhi. Maha Siddhi Devi Mataye. Siddhi Devi Mataye Namo Namam. I bring a more orange one in my bag there, you know. But later we come. Right. Here. Yeah. Kandat Purohanti Puruksha Purukshaspadi Evano Durve Ratanu Sahasrena Shatena Durvang Samarpyama These are new motifs, right? Malkadini Sugandhini Malyali Prabhu Maya Hitana Pujatam Pushpam Pratiyana Take incense stick. Om Vanaspatirsodamurto Gandhayo Gandhautama Agreyam Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigriyatam Dhupadan Mahapujanam Samarpayami. Not you, baby, Daddy. Again, the outing. Right. Go ahead now. Take the ahuti. The ahuti and tabdi singhasan. Om Satyam Chavarti Samyuktam Bahina Yujitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyam Timidapaham Koetavang Yani Kani Chapa Pani Jamantar Kritani Vinashyanti Pradakshanam Pare Pare Mahaganeshaye Namo Namam. Stand back a little bit, son, when you're done there. Mahapujanam Devaye Namo Namam. Yani Kani Chapa Pani Jamantar Kritani Cha Vinashyanti Pradakshanam Pare. Ganapati Deva Ganapati 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 Deva Jai Aishri. It's 5 and one more. Yeah. Mahaganesha, 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 Pahimam. Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Sri Ganesha, Pahimam. Bole Mahaganapati Baba ki jai. Right, pass the big share prasad for here. Take your prasad now. Give Shishi prasad to now. It good? Yeah. Put the grass on both of them. Flowers. Om Ekadanta Vidyamahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Ekadanta Vidyamahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Ekadanta Vidyamahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Mahaganesha Namo Namah. Mahaganesha, Mahaganesha, Mahaganesha Namo Namam. Touch it to the baby 3 times there. Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Right. Take a laddu and put it on the hand. But both, from both of you. Ya Moraktu. Ya Moraktu, put it there. Put it on the hand. Mahaganeshaye Namo Namam. Sri Ganapati Devtaye Bhyo Namah. Right, put a little bit in the fire now. Out of the prasad you have there. Go by the fire. Put the leaves first. Put the flowers and the grass on the front of the murti. And then put a little bit of the prasad in the fire. A little bit of everything. Go ahead, both of you. Go ahead by the fire. Say Om Sri Ganesha Mahaganapati Bhyo Namah Swaha. 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 Hamara water hai. Om Sri Ganesha Mahaganapati Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Sri Ganesha Mahaganapati Bhyo Namah Swaha. Om Sri Ganesha Mahaganapati Bhyo Namaha Shwaha. Right, water along the fire here. Take this one. Take back them person and get back. Shanna Devida Vishtaya Apo Bhavant Pite Yamura Vishravantunaham. Nice. Come now. Put a supari. Put supari by all of them, you know. Om Pungi Palmaha Dibyam Nagbali Dalayatam Kariradi Samayuktam Tambulam Pratigriyatam Tambulam Mahapuja Tambulam Samarpayami Devtaye Bhyo Namaham Mahaganeshaye Namaha Ganapati 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 Deva Ganapati coins Ganapati 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 Deva Om Hiranyagarbha Garbhastam Hema Bijam Vibhabaso Ananta Punya Palamata Dan Dakshana Danam Samarpayami Devtaye Bhyo Namo Namam. Right. Bow there. Bow there. Right. Bring the essence and come by me a minute. Put the chandan on for me. Om Stachade. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Dibhyam Gandhayu Sumanoharam Vilepanam Surashishtam Chandanam Pratigriyatam Mahapujanam Sri Chandan Samarpyami Devtaye Bhyo Namo Namam. Om Chandanasya Mahatpunyam Pavitram Papam Pesam Perfume Mahan Gandvaram Duradakshanam Nityam Pushti Karishanam Ishwaram Sarvadevanam Ganda Gandam Samarpyami. Alright, bow. Krishna Devaya Namah. Bless you. Alright. Come, son. Om Mahapujanam Devaya Namah. Angela, want to come? Yeah. Good. Krishna Arpanam. Right, so let's relax a little bit. Right in front where I was sitting on, have a ring, a mango ring. Take out your slippers on. Take out your slippers and go up and talk. I know for you, and I know for Angie, and I know for Keshav, but I know for Nishana. That the ring, the good ring, it's a good ring, not this one. This is not a good ring. Yeah. She have plenty patience, so she could have sit and wait. I know for all you. Come wash your hand by me first. Om Govindaya Namamiti Hastang Pakshalayam Samarpyami Devtaye Namo Namam Mahapujanam Samarpyami Apavitraye Namo Namam Shri Mahagovindhaye Namam Keshavaya Namam Madhava Namo Namam. You put on the ring. You do the main puja, right? Put on that. Come on, let us wash your hand. Govindhaya Namo Namam. Were you going to tell her height, boy? Keshavaya Namaha Madhavaya Namaha Govindaya. Go ahead. Touch that. Come. Angie could give. Yeah, had a slip and fall on a tile act. And I damaged the inner, the groin, the yeah. I really do that. Yeah. She have plenty of power there. Right, you all join by touching daddy. Let daddy give daddy it. Give daddy it. Give daddy the flower. Yeah, bring your own flowers. Right. Okay. Today. Namaha. Om Gam Gana. Om Sankalpam Samarpayam. Put flower in front of the Murti. Right. Give him the water. Take the water and sprinkle it on all the Murtis there. Om Karveri Narbaravini Tungbhadra Saraswati Gange Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Sindhu Karveri Shujjal Pujanam Maha Pujanam Samarpayami Devtaye Bhyo Namaham. It have things Sindhu right there. Look right on that side. Yeah. Put it 21 times on the trunk. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 One more time. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Put some on with D on the right there. And Siddhi on the left on the side. And top the kalsa and the coconut on top. And top the mushak. Right. It had the normal Haridi and Sindhu ID. Put somebody normal Sindhu one time, put one time. Sindhu Ram Shobharam Raktam Saubhagya Shakavardanam Anvedi Siddhi. Anvedi Siddhi. Mahapujanam Devai Namo Namam. Shri Pujanam Samarpyami. On top the coconut, on top the kalsa. On top the mushak. The Haridi ID. Om Haridram Sarvanabha Sarvasaubhagadaini Sarvalankara Mukyami Devi Tvam Prati Griyatam. Tap the coconut. Right, mushak. Here. Gandwaram Dura Dakshanam Nityam Pushti Karishanam Ishwaram Sarvadevanam Gandha Gandham Samarpayami. Sri Ganesh Pujanam Aham Mahapujanam Samarpayami. Right. You have dubgrass with you or you have one from here? Yeah. Take some. Put a little bit. Om Kandar Kandar Purohanti Puruksha Purukshashpari Evano Durve Pratanu Sahasrena Shatena Cha Durvang Samarpayami Devtai Bhyo Namah. Here. Put on the mushak. You put on the mushak? I'll give you more for your purse. Don't worry. All right. Put rice. Om Akshatam Surashishtam Kumkumukta Sushobhitam Akshatam Mahapujanam Devtai Bhyo Namo Namam Shri Mahapujanam Samarpayami. Sumukasyaika Dantasya Kapilo Gajakarnaka Lambodharasya flowers. Vigato, when all are ready, tell me. Vigato Vignanasho Binayaka Durmaketu Ganadhyaksho Bhalachandra Gajananam Dwar Shaitani Namami Patekshunu Yarapi Om Gam Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Om Gam Ganapati Namo Namam Vigna Vinashaka Jaya Gananayaka Lambodhar. Put one on the mushak. Ganapati Devai Namo Namam. Right. Nishani can put one on your purse at one time. Take out your foil. Light an incense stick there. Something. Son, look at top and top the singhasan have a big tower with arati. Bring it now. Om. Look at have thing there. You want more to do? Yeah. You get it out with the arati? Eh? Vanaspatira Surabhuto Gandhayo Gandha Uttama Agreyam Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Prati Griyatam Dhupadan Mahapujanam Samarpayami Devtai Bhyo Namo. Give him a whole fair. I'll go hold it fair for a minute. Take the arati from that child behind. Get the arati here. Go ahead. Om Sajjam Chavarti Samyuktam Bahina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapaham Yani Kani Chapa Pani Jamantar Kritani Cha Vinashyanti Pradakshanam Pare Pare Mahaganeshaya Namaham Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Right. Take a little bit of that water and sprinkle it on your prasad before you offer it. Right, hold the prasad in your hand and ask God to continue to be in your life, to bless you, to remove obstacles, problems, difficulties, to help you as you forge ahead in life, to look forward for you, and to remove anything that will be negative, anything that will create problems. Om Todyam Vastu Govindam Tubhyameva Samarpit Grihan Sanmukha Bhutava Prasidha Purushotama Om Ganapati Devtaye Mahapusharam Naivedyam Samarpayami. Put it there and touch it 3 times. Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Right. Take something from your prasad, figure something and rest it right there. Rest the fig right and front the murti. Not so close, not so close. A little lower down. Right there. Right. Stick this on the fig now. Stick it on top of the fig. Yeah. Right. Good. That is it. Nice. Right. Take up the flowers and the dubgas and put it on top of the murti. Right. And put a little bit in the fire behind Anjani. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha. Help him peel it now. Peel it, break it easy. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah Shvaha. Om Sri Ganeshaya. Nishana Hanem Deyam, the water. Pass the water along the fire. Shanna Devira Vishtaya Apo Bhavanta Pite Shamyo Ravi Shravantunaha Mahaganesham Bhajami. Right. Put a dakshana there now and come here. Put flowers, hold flowers with the dakshana. Give me give them to take some. Men, one all in the back. Let's take this and take some from it and let's put a parcel of the pursa that we shall have already into it and give them back. Let's take some from it. Go ahead. Dakshana Danam Mahapujanam Devaye Namo Namo Swasti Kalyan Devaye Namo Namo. Come by me, Dev, Nishan. Chandanam Mahapujanam Devaye Namo Namo Krishna Devaya Namo Namo. Right. Take out your wing and put it in front of you. Which right? Take your time, the answer.
Check. Sound.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओम सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। हरि ओम। गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
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 शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री 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 गणेश।
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
शिवानंदन गणपति गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश।
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय 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 गणपति देवा।
गजानना है गजानना
गजानना है गजानना
गजानना है गजानना
गजानना है गजानना
गजानना है गणपति देवा
गजानना है गणपति देवा
गजानना है गणपति देवा
गजानना है गणपति देवा।
जय 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 गणपति देवा
जय जय जय
जय जय गणपति देवा।
जय 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 गणपति देवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
पिता महादेवा।
पिता महादेवा।
पिता महादेवा।
पिता महादेवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
गजानना है गणपति देवा। गजानना है गणपति देवा।
गजानना है गणपति देवा।
जय 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 गणपति देवा।
जय 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 जय
गणपति देवा।
छुट्टी छुट्टी गणपति गौरज के लाल। छुट्टी छुट्टी गणपति गौरज के लाल। झूला झूलाए मैया अम्बे के डाल। झूला झूलाए मैया अम्बे के डाल। छुट्टी छुट्टी गणपति गौरज के लाल। छुट्टी छुट्टी गणपति गौरज के लाल। झूला झूलाए मैया अम्बे के डाल। झूला झूलाए मैया अम्बे के डाल।
गणपति गणेश को, गणपति गणेश को, उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। गणपति गणेश को, गणपति गणेश को, उमापति महेश को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम। बाबा को, शंकर भोले बाबा को, डमरू बजाने वाले को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है।
शंकर भोले बाबा को, शंकर भोले बाबा को, डमरू बजाने वाले को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है।
अंजनी के पुत्र को, अंजनी के पुत्र को, राम जी के दूर को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। सियापति राम को, सियापति राम को, राधे जी की शान को मेरा ही प्रणाम है, मेरा ही प्रणाम है। हरे रामा हरे रामा, राम रामा हरे हरे,
हरे राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे रामा हरे रामा, राम रामा हरे हरे,
हरे राम राम हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे।
बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय। Swagatam, very special welcome to all in our audience and all whom are already tuned in, viewing us live on Bhakti TV, and those who are connected to the Reform Shiv Mandal Facebook account or the Bhakti TV Facebook account, whatever connection that you may so have, I know you are getting a very good picture. I saw it and I want to congratulate our very friends from Bhakti TV whom are doing a wonderful job. So a special welcome once again and special Ganesham blessings to one and all. As we are about to begin the second evening, we do have a final offering to make at the Murti, right, which is the coconut. Let's go put some water on it and take it with some sindoor right there for me. The group will get ready with the arati. So as soon as this is done, we are going straight into the arati. Om Nariyal Danam Mahaganesha. Put up flowers on it. Put up flowers in it and offer it 3 times to the Murti. Om Mahaganeshaya Namo Namam. When you're strong, girl, why are you backing out? Om Mahaganeshaya Namah. Shri Ganapati, Shri Ganapati, Shri Ganapati Namo Namam. Help see this son. You want to get help? Go and I'll help you. Everyone stand. Bole Shri Gajananda Swami ki jai. Beautiful. I didn't say put all our power. Put it on top. Put it on top. Right. You all sprinkle some water on that offering. And then take up a little tari. Om Raksha Ganadyaksha Raksha Trailokya Raksha Bhaktanava Bhayam Karta Shratha Bhava Bhavarava Dvai Matura Kripa Sindhu Pana Matura Gaja Prabhu Varada Tvam Varadehi Vanchitam Vanchit Arthaham Anena Sapalagina Faladosta Sada Mama Om Gam Ganadipataye Nama Om Yani Kani Chapapani Jamantar one all come here Tani Cha Vinashyanti Pradakshanam Pare Pare. Do the arati and then you put the mala. Let's all join now in our arati. Do the arati here. One go by the
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
लजवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा.
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 दुखियों के दुख हर परमानंद देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
दयावंत चार भुजाधारी.
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी.
माथे पर सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी.
माथे पर सिंदूर सोहे मूस की सवारी.
दुखियों के दुख हर परमानंद देवा.
जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
अंधन को आँख देख कुहियन को काया.
अंडन को आँख दे कोहियन को काया.
पांचन को पुत्र देख निर्धन को माया.
पांचन को पुत्र दे निर्धन को माया.
भव से पार करो ना भजन करो.
चोर तुझे और भला जाऊं मैं किसको।
हे देवा कृपा करो भक्त हरो
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा,
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा,
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा।
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा।
दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
अंधन को आंख दे कुरियन को खाया,
अंधन को आँख दे कोहियन को काया,
आंजन को पुत्र दे निर्धन को माया।
बांधन को पुत्र दे निर्धन को माया।
भव से पार करो ना भजन करो।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा,
लदवन को भोग लगे संत करे सेवा।
दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद।
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा।
बोले श्री महागणेश भगवान की आसन लीजिए. Those of you at home, you can have your seat. And if you are doing arati, you can place the thali in front of you. At home there, make sure the light is lit in front of you as well. At the murti. Open it. It is important to have a light whenever you are doing devotion at all times. Even if you are going outside to Charhawi, Jandi or whatever, you must always keep a light in front of you. In the presence of light, we do our devotion and love to, and offer our love to God. So, as we continue, we will all sit upright, everyone. Remember last evening, we had a wonderful Katha that tells us that Sri Ganesh is also in the form of Om, that very Omkar, or the syllable that is pronounced prior to any mantra, anything that you are doing, you always chant Om, but Om in itself is a mantra. Om in itself is a mantra. So let us all chant Om 3 times as we begin here today in a nice devotional way. In the same breath now we will chant 108 times the name of Lord Ganesh. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं 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 गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ गं गणपतये नमः
गम गणपतये नमः
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Sorry बोला था. प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. We will now go to our team song. We have a theme song that we will open our yagya with, and I want all of you to join with us while we sing Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalam Murti, Moria. And I'm sure those who come every night, by the end of the yagya, you will learn this by heart, and you'll be able to sing it at your home to help you to become one with Lord Ganesh, right? So again, the youths in our group here, the Gyaan Geet Mandali, the talented youths that we have are going to lead us now in this wonderful chanting of this beautiful stuti.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalamurti Moria.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalamurti Moria.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalamurti Moria.
Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya,
Mangalamurti Moria.
Siddhi Vinayak Mangaladayak, Siddhi Vinayak Mangaladayak, Siddhi Vinayak Mangaladayak, Ganapati Baba Moria. Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalamurti Moria. Sindur Varna Pankaj Charana, Sindur Varna Pankaj Charana, Sindur Varna Pankaj Charana, Ganapati Baba Moria. Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Jai Gananaya, Shri Gananaya, Mangalamurti Moria. Ashtavinayak Mangaladayak,
जय गणनाया श्री गणनाया जय गणनाया श्री गणनाया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया गणपति बाबा मोरया
बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Sitaram, very special Sitaram. Before we get our reading started, I want to remind you at home and remind you in the audience that we do have an opportunity, but in the audience, the opportunity is first for the viewing audience. You can listen to the questions and answer them quickly because you won't have much time. If you want to send a message, a comment quickly to us, either myself or the president here at the temple, in order so that you can be part and parcel of our little offering that we are making at the end, which is be giving away a voucher. Yesterday's voucher has added to today's, so today's voucher is going to be 600. Yesterday was 3, so today is going to be 6, right? And the questions are going to be asked based on the Katha. So I just want you all to pay attention to the Katha, and there will be 3 questions asked, and if you know it, you raise your hand, answer it, and you get yourself the 2 vouchers that we have here, right? I see Bellows preparing for me. He keeping a pen and a paper close by. Anyway. Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
गणपति 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 देवा
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 Jai, 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 Jai Ganapati Deva.
जय 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 गणपति देवा
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
Mata Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
माता पार्वती पिता महादेवा
Ganapati, Ganapati, Ganapati Deva.
गणपति गणपति गणपति
Deva. सुत जी महाराज में हे शौनक जी, श्री भृगु में के कहा में, श्री सोमकांत में, और भगवान शिव में से हे पार्वती, श्री महाब्रह्मा में नारद, इसको इति कथा में सुन लिए। अहम पंडित विष्णुदाथ नाम के हे ऑडियंस में श्री सावधान में सुनो। गोविंद गोविंद हरे मुरारी, गोविंद गोविंद रतंग पानी, गोविंद गोविंद मुकुंद कृष्णम, गोविंद गोविंद नमो नमस्ते. So Sutji Maharaj is explaining this katha to Shaunak, Ari and the 88,000 sages. Bhagwan Shri Brigu is explaining this to Somkant. Shri Brahma is explaining this to Vedvyas. And we have Shri Shiv Shankar Bhagwan explaining this katha to Mother Parvati, as we have Vishnu Bhagwan explaining it to Narad, right? Hope you all are listening carefully, right? So the katha begins. He Muniyo mein गणेश जी के उत्पन्न में होने के एक और में कथा में बरा में रोचक में और में मनोहारी है में मनोहारी है में गणपतये नमः। ओम एक समय की बात की देवी पार्वती में अपने में आरम्य में स्वामी शंकर के साथ में कैलाश पर्वत में पर में रहा रही थी। It is said that the coming of the Lord as Sri Ganesh indeed is very vast. There are many reasons, there are many times that the Lord, the Brahman means God beyond any manifestation, God beyond any form, had manifested for many times, in like as Krishna, but here it is as Ganesh. He, in many different ages, he would come strangely. There are many forms, there are many avatars of Lord Ganesha. So here it is that the great sage Sutji Maharaj is explaining to us that at one time there was again in the Kailash Parvat, Mother Parvati together with Shankar Bhagwan. Kesat means together with. The Hindi word Kesat means together with. So together with Shankar Bhagwan, Kailash Parvat par rahi thi. Both of them reside in Mount Kailash. भगवती गिरिजा की दो प्रिया में सखिया में भी में उनके में साथ थी जिनके नाम में क्रमशः में विजया और जयाति में नारायणी में पार्वती एक दिन में अपनी में सखियों के साथ में बैठी में मनो में विनोर में व्यस्त थी बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. It says here that Mother Parvati had two good friends. Like many of us, we have more than two, but she had two good friends. We call a female friend is called a Sakhi, and a male friend is called a Sakha. Right? A female friend is called a Sakhi, and a male friend is called a Sakha. Right? Good. So her Sakhis, right, because there's two of them, they were Jaya and Vijaya. They were named Vijaya and Jaya, or Jaya and Vijaya, whatever way order you want to put it in. And it says here that once Mother Parvati was in their company. And when women are together, they have all kind of different, topics that they will discuss, right? Especially with your close friends, you will be talking personal things, right? So Mother Parvati was talking some personal business with her two Sakhi. She was expressing herself as how she feel. She was expressing herself as how she feel. She is saying here to her Sakhi that सभी में गण में महेश्वर में शिव जी के है में आपके में आपके में नहीं है में. He said, Ganos, my Lord Shiva, even him and even his ganas, those who attend to him, does not really be there for me, does not attend to me. I don't, like many wives just complain that their husband, they can't get the time. The husband always busy with something here, somewhere there. You don't have time at home. I can't have my own husband, So it's the same thing here with Mother Parvati. She is complaining that she don't get enough of Lord Shiva, right? And apart from that, when she have any needs, none of his attendants don't be there to personally help her. So she's explaining this. नंदी में भृगु में अन्य में सभी में गण में भगवान शंकर की में सेवाओं के लिए में तत्पर में रहते हैं में तुरंत में मनोकामना में पूर्ण करने वाले भगवान में आशुतोष में अपने गणों की भक्ति और में सेवा की में अत्याधिक में प्रश्न है में. She is saying now to her friends that not even Nandi, the bull, Brigu, another servant of Lord Shiva, Anya means all the others, all the many, all those who are there, sabhi ganon mein. Gan means attendance. A gun is the word that describe attendance. When they say Ganesh, Ganesh means the Lord of attendance. When you use the word Ganesh, Ganesh means the Lord of attendance. He who takes care of all the attendance. He is in charge, right? He is the senior one, right? So it says here, गण अपनी अन्य भक्ति सेवा में कारण में की द्वारपाल कक में बने गए हैं. She don't have no one to do seva for her at a dwarpal. The dwarpal is by the door. Where's the dwarpal? By the door, you know, because you're looking at that, because we have, you know, we pay respect to the security at this time, because, you know, we are very blessed here. We have a security, not for us really, but for the school, but we are in the compound, so we are now guarded by that security. So it says here, the dwarpal is the door, right? The dwarpal is the door, the doorkeeper. यहाँ बात में ठीक है की है में वही गनों में हमारे में भी सेवक है पर में फिर ही हमारी में विजय और जया में इच्छाने के हमारे लिए भी आप एक में गण बनामी दीजिए जो सदा हमारी में आज्ञान अनुसार में हमारी सेवा में उपस्थित में रहे हैं. प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. So here now, the two Jaya and Vijaya is listening to Mother Parvati, and they are now giving advice. So now we must always remember, advice are good, but it's up to you to know how to apply it. You know, what to do with the advice. If to sift it, if to screen it, if to filter it, if to turn it away, or if to accept it. Okay, Nishana? Not all the time you allow advice from others to penetrate your mind and to corrupt your way of thinking. A lot of people allow people's advice to corrupt their mind and make them change in what they want to do of their own, right? And then they regret it. So we have to be very careful. So here it is that Vijaya and Jaya, they told Mother Parvati that you are very powerful. You don't need, you are the mother of the universe. All things breed because of you. All things live because of you, right? You are the source of life itself. You are the energy. You are the prakriti. You are the form of all forms. You know? Sarva Mangala Mangaliye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanaye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namastute. Om Dhum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dhum Durgaya Namaha. Om Shaila Putriti Brahmacharini Chandragante Kushmandeti Skandamata Katyaniti Kalaratri Mahagauriti और सिद्धिदा माताए नमो नमः. बोले श्री या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्ति रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. You don't have to wait on Shiva to create a Gana of your own. And if you create a Gana of your own, you wouldn't have to be alone. You wouldn't have to look now to beg Nandi or Brigu or anybody to be there for you. Whenever you need your privacy or whenever you need a company, your own Gana will be there for you. So why don't you create a child, create a form that will be there for you. And you don't need no one help for that. So it says here, she took that advice and she just placed it in her thoughts, and that's it. They left and they went their way. She went on her way back into her cave, living in Mount Kailash. They were living in a cave. And so, sometime after, in fact, एक दिन में शिव जी की गना में नंदी में स्नानागार के द्वार पर में करा था, और माँ गौरी में स्नानागार में मैं जल क्रीड़ा में कर रही थी. पार्वती जी में निश्चित में होकर में स्नान कर में रही थी कि शत्रुओं के नाशक में भगवान शंकर में अपनी परम प्रिया में पार्वती के पास जाने में हेतु स्नान आगार में के द्वार पर में पहुँचे बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. So once now, after this discussion, Mara Parvati, she wanted to take her bath. She wanted to do snan. Snan is to take bath. Snan anagar. Snan anagar is the Hindi word for bathroom, right? Snan anagar, right, is the Hindi word for bathroom. So she wanted to use the bathroom to bathe, and therefore she installed Nandi at the doorway, right? She put Nandi at the doorway to look, to protect, And in that time, while she was bathing, it says that Lord Shiva came home, from outside he came home. And when he came, she had made sure and tell Nandi that no one should come in while she in her privacy, no one should come in, right? But Nandi did not stop Shiva, right? Nandi did not stop Shiva. Shiva went straight in. And when Shiva went straight in, that caused her to get angry. Some wives do get angry, not all of them, right? Good? Right, Suresh? Not all of them, some of them, right? Some of them do get angry, right? And when they get angry, it's a big, big story after. Because that fire don't cool with no water hose or nothing. That take a long while for that fire to cool. So it says here, she became very angry and she thought that was disrespectful for Lord Shiva to come in. Even though as a wife, they want their privacy, especially at certain time, right? And it says here that देखे में लज्जा में और में संकोच में से अस्तंभ करी की करी रह गई लज्जा. I told you what is lajja last night, right? Did I? Yes, I told you. It's to be shy, right? To shy, right? Lajja is to be ashamed, right? To be ashamed, to blush. Some people just blush, right? Good. So she felt very shy to know that she is unclothed and Lord Shiva is in her private, space, right? And that caused her to again karime, like jump up in a kind of way in defense of what you're doing here, why you are in this space. के बार बार मैं यहाँ सोच कर मैं हैरान हूँ मैं रही थी मैं कि द्वार पर में नंदी द्वारपाल में बने करे है. He and she asked him, but he didn't see to have a dwarpal. He didn't see to have somebody standing by the door protecting me while I am doing this snan, and you allowed yourself to come in. Why it is so? But Shiva did not see anything because he is the husband of Parvati. He didn't really bother too much. He just laughed it out, as Shambhunath. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Like many men folk, they don't really allow certain things to bother them. So Lord Shiva now, being peaceful, he was very calm. He didn't really take it on, right? Ashutosh में की सेवक है. बस में फिर में क्या था में उनके तुरंत में अपनी में सर्वगण में संपन्न में मनोबिनोरी में सखियों के हास में परिहास की बात में यार में आ गई में यार में आ गई में बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. Yad means to remember. The Hindi word yad means to remember. What she remembered, Ryan? She remembered the advice that was given to her by her two Sakhiye, Jaya and Vijaya, right? Their advice was singing in her head now. She telling herself, well, you know what? I think I should really listen to them and do what they told me to do, right? So in this way now, she वे मन ही में मन में विचार में करने लगे. In her mind now, she's studying this. Like when you're thinking over something, it becomes more and more yes rather than no. So the more you think about something, that's why sometimes when you're going to do something wrong, the less you think about it is the possibility that you would not do anything wrong, right? But the more you think about it, is the more you're going to get yourself involved in the action. So in her mind now, man mein vichar karne lagi mein. Vichar means to think over. Man means mind. करने लगे कि यरी मेरा में कोई में अपना में गन होता है में, क्या भगवान में आशुतोष में यू में या कायक में स्नानागार में आ सकते थे। यहाँ सच के है में शिव जी के गनों पर में मेरी कोई में अधिकार नहीं है, मुझे ही अपने पास के एक में ऐसे में सेवक में रखना में चाहिए, रखना में चाहिए। बोले गणपति बाबा की जय। जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा, माता जाकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा। So that Lord Shankar Bhagwan did not very bother too much about what was the condition of Parvati, how vexed she was. He was trying to pass it on, make a joke about it, like some men in this world, we try to cool it down right there, but that didn't cool down. It did not cool down. So she took herself out of that place. She clothed herself and she went by the river. She went by the river. In her quietness there, Mata Parvati, then she started to think of what she was going to do. And in meditation now, she was again preparing herself to bring into this world a form, but where she was going to get the material from, and this was her problem. It says here, उसमें विशाल में शरीरधारी में तेजस्वी बुद्धिमान के में और बलवान में पुरुष के अपनी माता में शिव प्रिय में पार्वती के शरणों की जुआ में और कहने लगे कि हे माता अंबिका में आपकी में समझ में आऊंगे मैं सदैव पालन में करूंगा मैं सदैव पालन में करूंगा। बोले श्री गणपति बाबा की जय। So from her sharir means from her body. Sharir means from her body. So from her body, she rubbed her body and she created the material. She created the dirt form from her body. This body is made up of dirt. When you rub your body and you take out muck, muck is really a form of the earth, right? Muck is really dirt, right? The dirt that has gathered in your skin, right? You can take any cotton or something with any like rubbing alcohol or anything, and you just rub your skin, you see how black it is, because you have a lot of muck. We all have muck. Mother Parvati then rub her skin, right? And she take out that muck, and she created now a form. She created a form. After she created the form, she placed into that form the very life breath. She placed into that form the very life breath. And when she put life into the breath, she put the life into that form by way of her breath, by way of breathing life into that form. It says that that form immediately bowed to her and called her Mata, called her Ma. This is something that all mothers like, like many times, people, they have their child growing up, maybe 2 months, 3 months, and the child ready to say a few songs, a little more than that. And they want to wait to see what song the child will say. The child will say Da, or the child will say Ma, Most mothers like to hear the Ma first, right? But sometimes some kids, some little babies, they say Da first, right? So it says here that he said Ma, and when she heard that, she melted. She was very, very happy. So you at home, I want you to know that Mother Parvati have now created a child out of her own body. Out of her own body. And today, in today's world, we have with us here a young doctor. And in today's world, it have now AI being done in the human world. In the human world. People are not really having any sort of relationship. People who don't want to have a relationship can have a child now, right? Good. So Mother Parvati on her own now, she had created this child, not with the union of Shiva, on her own, for her own selfish desire. Remember what is happening here. Take a note, right? It is not done for the sake of others, what was done for her alone. And anytime we do something like that, it is not something that is good, right? because what we do in our selfishness, it is sometimes good for us, but it hurts others, right? It's good for us, but it's hurt others. So when we act selfishly, we're not only hurting those around us, but we can also send that hurt down the road to other people as well. So it says here that Mother Parvati, she created that child, and she gave that child a very tool. She gave that child a baton in order to go now and be her God. द्वार पालक में बना कर में द्वार पर में करा कर दिया है. She then give him that dand. She gave him ek dand. A dand means a stick, right? The dand is that baton, like like them gardeners hold the baton, right? So she gave him that baton, and she told him that you now be my dwarpal. You now be there to protect me. तोरी में देर के बार में गोरोचन के कर्पूर में तिलक में धारण में करते वाले पार्वती के प्रिय में शिव जी के वहाँ में आ पहुँचे में जैसे ही से द्वार के अंदर में जाने लगे कि गणराज में ने पूछे में हे मैं मायापुर में देव में और आप कहाँ में जाना में चाहने हैं माता पार्वती की आज्ञा की बिना आप में भीतर नहीं हो जा सकता है. बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. So she take the karpur. Kapur is the camphor, right? The camphor, and she mix it into the chandan, and she make a tilak. Like when we are doing a tilak in a wedding, we just take the kapur, we just take the rice, we just take the dahi, and we make a tilak to put on for the young man who is now going to prepare himself for marriage, right? Here what she do, she put on a tilak. A tilak means that you are now given an authority. You are now given protection. I give you protection. I give you the strength to go now and stand by the door and protect me, right? And so this young man, this Gana, this attendant whom is created, he was again placed there, and Lord Shankar Bhagwan came in that time when he was there. And when Lord Shankar Bhagwan came, he asked Lord Shankar Bhagwan, who are you, right? And Shankar Bhagwan asked him the same question, who are you? Because Shankar don't know him, right? He came in the absence of Shankar. Shankar have no idea that it's his child or whoever he is. And it says here, he says, well, my mother is inside here, and I am here to protect her. He said, your mother, right? Lord Shankar Bhagwan wants to know what's going on here, because he don't know anything about this. So he's saying here now, Shiv Ji bole ke, tumhe mein pata nahi mein ki yahan mein उससे मैं मिलने में आया हूँ प्राण प्रिया में शिवा के पुत्र गणराज ने कहा में आप चाहे तो है में चाहे में कहो में से आए में हो में परंतु मैं बिना माता की आज्ञा के आपकी में अंदर में नहीं जाने दूंगा. So here it is that Lord Shankar Bhagwan is saying that you cannot stop me. This is my home, and there is my wife Parvati, right? And here Ganesh now, well, Ganaraj he is called at this time. Ganaraj now is standing, and he is saying, no, you cannot. Andar means inside. Andaram nahi dunga. You cannot go inside. You cannot enter this place, right? I am the devotee of my mother, and I am carrying out her words. I am listening to her, and no one is allowed inside. So there was a little scuffle between himself and Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva wouldn't want to get too much involved in anything. So it says here that Shiva Bhagwan में ऐसा कहते हुए में अंदर में प्रवेश करने लगे जगत माता में पार्वत पुत्र नेहो में फिर इनसे रुका काम के शत्रु में लीलाधारी में. A Leela started there. A Leela started there with the protection now of the cave. Lord Shankar Bhagwan now, he started to attack this young man, and a fight took place, right? A fight took place. But this young man was strong because he had the tilak. He had this power of Mother Parvati. He had the authority, and Shiva could not find a way through him to get in. And then it says here, while they were having that leela, while they were having that, Shiva Bhagwan realized that it wasn't getting anyway. And before it reached any end that he would regret, he left and he went to his gunners, and he told his gunners that you all go and attend to it. Young man, you have to move from here. We want to enter. He said, no, nobody can enter here. No one can go in here. Mother Parvati has given me instructions that no one is allowed. And so the gunners now, they are now saying that Malik means the boss, right? Malik Shiva. Shiva is the one in authority. Shiva is the boss here. Shiva is the one who owns this place. He is the Lord of this place. And therefore he wants to go in here, and you must remove from here. Saying so, Lord Ganesh put up a fight, well, Ganaraj in that form, put up a fight against the attendants of Lord Shiva. द्वार में तनिक में हटने में के तैयार में नहीं, यहाँ तक कि मैं युद्ध में करने को मैं भी तापर में तथा मृत्यु का वरण में करने हो लगे में वर्णन में हो लगे हैं. प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Now what is happening in this fight now? They are swaying going on. What they are swaying? They are swaying that we would have to kill you. If we cannot get you to move, then we will have to kill you, right? Good. But can they? Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, 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 oh Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, 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 Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. बोले गजानन स्वामी की जय. कर्पूर चंदन और गुरु चंद में जैसे में सुगंधित में पदार्थ के में तिलक में लगाने वाले महेश्वर में शिव ने गुस्से में भर कर में कहा है में. Now these dutas, these gunners of Lord Shiva, they could not fight, they could not win this fight, they could not defeat, this Ganaraj. So they went back to Shiva and they told Shiva, well, we need, he's wearing a chandan. We need Shakti, we need your Shakti now, we need Shiva's power, right? So you have the feminine power on that side, now you have the masculine power here now. So they have Shiva Bhagwan now, he took the Gorochan, he took the Karpur, say go. He say if you all have to kill him because I don't him. तब नंदी में भृगु में आर्य में सभी गण में इकट्ठे में होकर में Parvati Nandan mein Shri. He was so powerful. They couldn't even move him. They couldn't even. And here it is that Lord Shankar Bhagwan, he then consulted. He consulted with Brahma, and he consulted with Vishnu. He consulted with all the devas, and finding out now what can be done. What can be done. So then Brahma and Vishnu and Shiva, they decided then to have a plan. They said that they will go now and they will distract him, ambush, this kind of cool, cool thing, being able to ambush him from behind rather than in front of him. So they want to distract him, right? So Lord Shankar Bhagwan with Shiva, with Brahma and with Vishnu, युद्ध में करने के तैयार हूँ मैं, आपके साथ में श्री पर्वतराज की मैं पुत्र के पार्वती में और पति शिव जी के विवाह में होगे मैं, तुम्हारा हार में होगे मैं. And he said that there is a family of elephants that live in a certain place near the sarovar, near the lake, and there you would find one sleeping with their head towards the north. It means that you are waiting death. It means that I want to die, right? The head must face south with the foot to north, or it must face east with the foot to west. These are the sleeping positions, not with the head to north and the foot to south, right? Good. So it says here, sleeping that way. When you see that elephant, know that that elephant is the sacrificial elephant, and you will bring that head for me. So here it is that Bhagwan Sri Vishnu took up that very challenge, and he mounted Garud. देवगणों में ऋषिगणों के बिनती है स्तुति की में सुनकर में समस्त लोक के देवी में शिव जी की पत्नी पार्वती का हृदय में करुणा के मेरे बिना ना रहे में सका में बिना में रहा में सका है में प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. Many in that meantime, many trying to console Parvati, but they could not console her. They could not change her mind. They could not get her to stop. So the whole world was stifling while Vishnu Bhagwan was looking for that place where these elephants were. And when he reached there, बच्चे के शरीर के ऊपर में कंधों पर में जोर दिया है मैं अपनी में तत्व के विद्या में योग मया में बच्चे के जिंदा में कर दिया है वहाँ सौभाग्यशाली में बालक गज का और सिर में लगा कर में एक अनोखे में प्रकार की में रूप में रेखा आकर में के बन गया है में प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय. So immediately now Lord Vishnu reached that place, and he saw that very sad sight that Lord Shiva saw from that place where he was, that vision. Because he has a tripunda. What Lord Shiva has? Tripunda. He knows past, present and future. The tripunda, the three mark on his forehead, that he knows the past, he knows the present, and he knows the future. He can look forward and see everything that is there. He knows all that you did before, and he knows what you are doing at present. So no one can hide. Those of you listening at home, no one can hide. Always remember that. Everything that you do, if you go in the night in the dark and do it, somewhere someone is seeing. No one is free from that. There is a witness to life, and that witness take record of everything, like how Bellows is writing on everything there. So too, the witness record everything that you do, from morning to night to the next morning again. Every moment of your life is witnessed by the sun, by the moon, by Chitra and Gupta. So when your time comes and you face Yamaraj will ask you questions and you will want to hide, but you can't hide, because these witnesses will come out and sell you out, and they will say, no, that is a lie. What you are saying is not true. So this was so and that is so. So here it is that Lord Shankar Bhagwan, the very sight that he saw, that very sight now Vishnu Bhagwan is seeing. And he went down now, and he had to intervene a little bit, because there was a mother there, and the mother didn't want the child, to be taken away. But then he told the consequences. He told that everything will be okay. This is a sacrifice. And in a sacrifice, no one loses. No one loses. Always remember that. Many times we think that when you kill an animal in a sacrifice, this animal is lost. No. In true sacrifice, the body is used as food and the spirit is elevated to a higher place in a true sacrifice. But sacrifice today in Hinduism is at this present time. Because it is said in Kali Yuga, no one should perform any type of sacrifices, right, of that nature. So then Bhagavan Vishnu, he used his weapon, he used the Sudarshan Chakra, and he cut the neck of that little baby elephant, and he took the head, and he brought the head. Chehar mein prasan mein se lik prasan mein hai, khil mein ute mein hai, so balak ke mein, saurar mein ke tej ke, चमक में के चारों में ओर में खुशी के लहरे में दौड़ गई में जगत जननी के माता पार्वती में अपने प्रिया पुत्र की के पाकर में अत्यंत में प्रसन्न हुए में और मैं जल्दी में अपने में पुत्र की गोर के वैता में लिया है. प्रेम से बोले श्री महागणेश भगवान की जय. It says here, now that very Lord, Sri Ganesh, was now restored. They take that very head and they put it into the trunk of that body created by Parvati, and then that child got up. Immediately when that child got up, gave their blessing, Jai. Mahaganesha Bhagwan ki Jai. So this brings us to the appearance, Suchi Mahaparvati, sitting on her lap. The whole world now is doing arati and doing puja to that Lord, Sri Ganesh. Gananata Gajavarana Gananata Dinabandhu Gananata
Gajavarana Gananata Dinabandhu
Gananata Gajavarana Gananata Dinabandhu
Gananata Gajavarana Gananata Dinabandhu
Siddhidata Shivanandana
Siddhidata Shivanandana
Siddhidata Shivanandana
Siddhidata Shivanandana
Siddhi Pradayak Gajanana
Siddhi Pradayak Gajanana
Parvati Nandan Bhavavai Bandhan
Parvati Nandan Bhavavai Bandhan
Parvati Nandan Bhavavai Bandhan
Parvati Nandan Bhavavai Bandhan
Yuga Yuga Bandhan Jai Shri Ganesha
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 Yuga Yuga Bandhan Jai Shri Ganesha. Katha is that Lord whom is now become the Lord of all the attendants and all in this world. And he is Dina Bandhu. Deen means poor and needy. He is the friend of all. He is for everyone. And Yuga Yuga Bandhan. For in all the ages and all the time, Lord Ganesh will remain now. That's why when we're doing puja, we must put the sindoor upon the mati, upon the forehead, and ask for Lord Ganesh to bless us. So we too will have that connection with God forever, and we will never be lost in any way to go to any place that we will be uncomfortable or unhappy. So remember that the greatest offering to Lord Ganesh in puja is the sindoor. And now we have the Ganesh sindoor, apart from the red sindoor that we normally will use. So you apply that as you go to the murti. At this time, I will join in our final havan while the group sing us a few bhajan of their choice. You will enjoy it at home as well. Please listen to these wonderful choices from the group. We will now have the havan. Put ghee in the fire 5 times. Lower my volume a little bit. A little bit. Ready? ओम प्राणाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम अप्राणाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम ध्यानाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम पूर्णाय नमः स्वाहा, ओम शमनाय नमः स्वाहा। Water.
सतयुग की बात बताई, गिरिजा सुत की
Bit in the fire. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Gauri Mataya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Vishwadevaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Varunaya Namah Swaha. Om Panch Mahachandra Devtaya Namah Swaha. Om Mangal Devtaya Namah Swaha. Om Bud Devtaya Namah Swaha. Om Guru Devtaya Namah Swaha. ओम शुक्र देवताय नमः स्वाहा, ओम शनि देवताय नमः स्वाहा, ओम राहु देवताय नमः स्वाहा, ओम की नमः स्वाहा, ओम भू स्वाहा, ओम भुवा स्वाहा, ओम स्वः स्वाहा, ओम महा स्वाहा, ओम जन स्वाहा, ओम तप स्वाहा, ओम सत्यम स्वाहा, ओम तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ओम ग्राम देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम कुल देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम इष्ट देवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, सर्वदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री सप्तऋषिभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा। Put some of that पानी पे। Put the rest of the fire now. ओम हरि ओम तत्सद्भ्यो नमः स्वाहा।
प्रभु गज सूत का
Put all in the fire.
जन्म दिला
Take us to power.
उस दिन से पैदल सजा
Wash your hands.
उस दिन से बन गई गजानन श्री गणेश सतयुग बात बताए गिरिजा सुत की कथा।
ओम पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमदाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम मूर्धानं
जय गणपति जय जय गजानन जय जय गणेश जय गणपति जय जय गजानन जय जय
ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णम्
जय
ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णम् ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णम् स्वाहा। Pass water on the fire. Homa wants a piece. Shamyo Ravi. Bow it to the fire. You all be seated.
हे मूषक वाहन तेरो तू ही जग का रखवाला, तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में तू पालक सिद्धि विनायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय तू चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला है, मूषक वाहन तेरो तू ही जग का रखवाला। तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में, तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में, तू पालक से विनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति। मन मंदिर का अंधियारा तेरे नाम से हो उजियारा। तेरे नाम की ज्योत जले तो मन में बहती सुखधारा। तेरी सुमिरन हर पूजन में, तेरी सुमिरन हर पूजन में, सबसे पहले फलदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय। तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया उस पर रहती सुखधारा। मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया। तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने, ओ तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने। शिव पार्वती के बालक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक।
अच्छा, प्रेम से बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। Let us all just summarize the Katha a little bit before we go further. I just want you all to know that tonight's Katha is one of the ways in which Lord Ganesh appeared in this world. Appearance is an avatar, right? But in this case, Lord Ganesh avatar is one that is welcome, because in the Katha, there was many reasons for Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati to come together in the first place, right? Because Parvati was Sati in her previous life, and she had again committed that Sati by putting herself in the fire in her father's home, right? And then she went back out of this world. Lord Shiva went into Samadhi. He didn't want to have nothing to do with anything. And then the whole world became chaotic. There were a lot of problems and difficulties. And the devatas had to find a way to bring back Shiva to that divine mother, whom had all now born as Parvati, the daughter of Himanchal. And so, in that marriage now, they waited for a long time for a child to be born. And now the child was born, but first the child was born for only one reason. Only the reason to serve Mother Parvati, which wasn't a good reason, right? So they wanted this child to be universal. So hence the reason all the leelas that took place to behead that child was because that cannot be completed without the intervention of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva had to be part and parcel of the final form that is going to be Ganesh, right? So by him putting this elephant head upon the trunk and resurrecting this child to life again was the complete avatar, the complete appearance. Now he was ready to be that Ganesh, to be that supreme being, to live forever and forever, and to always be there for the world. So in Katha, we must understand that some of us, we do things, but we do things for ourselves. We don't consider others. We have to consider others, otherwise sometimes God does not allow our plans to work, right? Like our mother Parvati plan didn't work. Her plan to have someone personal for herself, that didn't work, right? Because it was short-lived. It was short-lived. So when you fascinate yourself over, I want this and I want that, sometimes it don't work. It don't work as you would want it to work. But when you think selflessly and when you do things for a good purpose, it will always be blessed and it will live forever. Bole Shri Ganapati Baba ki Jai. So I just want to now give my questions, and I hope that you all were listening, right? I have 3 questions, and these questions are not for the members of the temple, right? It's for the audience, right? And not for the members of the group as well. It's for the audience, right? Because the group is part and parcel of this very Ganapati Seva Charity Foundation that we have founded. We all are part of it. We all contribute to this. This Ganapati Seva was founded just at the beginning of the COVID, when everybody was having problems to get food. We started to do lunches. We started to do food. We started to give hampers. We started to help families that had no money to help their children to go to school. These are the things that the Ganapati Seva did. And now today, we are in this temple and we are launching our charity by giving out to the audience here a hamper each night of value $300. Tonight's hamper is valued $600. And the questions are, give the name, the Hindi name given to a person who keeps the door, right? How you call that person in Hindi, right? And 2, name the 2 female friends of Mother Parvati. And 3, the Hindi word for an attendant of God. How you call an attendant of God? These are the 3 questions. 1, name given to the doorkeeper. 2, name the 2 female friends of Mother Parvati. And 3, the Hindi word for an attendant. Anybody? Raise your hand. Not the members from the from Bhakti TV as well. Okay. Right. In the audience. Audience, no group members. Nobody? Okay, you at home have a chance now. Send your message quickly. My phone is on. Hey, I didn't say to say it like that. If you have an answer, please put your hand up. This is not the procedure. Please, this is not your classroom. You're not doing that. That is not how we do this here. You have to put your hand up, and then when you put your hand and you stand up, I will ask you. That is not the right way to go ahead with this. Okay? Sorry, but that is not the right way. That is helping others. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone raising their hand nor standing, so therefore I would have to forego. I don't see anyone sending any message neither. So I will have to send this now into tomorrow, right? So I will send it into tomorrow. Tomorrow's value will be 900 now, right? So though anyone who can get the question right tomorrow will have a $900 voucher, right? So the answers are, the doorkeeper is Dwarpal, the female attendants is Jaya and Vijaya, to that very good friend who loudly made it out to everybody. And the third, the Hindi word for an attendant is Gana. Gan. Like how Ganesh, Gana means Gananata, Gana. Gana is the Hindi word for an attendant. Okay? So those are the 3 questions that you failed to answer, and it was very, very simple. It was discussed here in Katha all through this night. Right? Now, today I told Raja to come and see about the seat, right? The seat is not too comfortable, but I didn't want it to be interfered with. So hence the reason why you will find me moving, because I am not comfortable. My back is way outside of the seat. My front cannot go forward because my book is here. I cannot do anything but to sit in this very couch position and do what I have to do. So I hope you bear with me, and I hope you will continue to pay attention tomorrow when you come. And I thank you so much tonight. And those at home watching us, I said, I look at it again last night, I look at it this morning afterwards, and it was well done, well put across. To all congrats to our representative here from Bhakti TV, and for all those who support this by their financial sponsorship. God bless your companies, God bless your home and family, and continue to bring great amount of wealth and prosperity. Let us all stand now for our final arati. Om Sajjam Chavarti Samyuktam Vahinayojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapaham.
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती त्रिकाल ज्ञाता मंगल के दाता संकट विघ्न दूर करता सभी सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
सुगंधाता पार्वती नंदन
शंकर सुवंदाता पार्वती नंदन
शंकर सुगंधाता पार्वती नंदन
हे गणराय महाकाय गजानन
हे गजराय महाकाय गजानन
सन्ने विराजत रिद्धि सिद्धि गाए सदा तेरी आरती सन्ने विराजत रिद्धि सिद्धि गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
शीश मुकुट सोहे एक दंत धारी वक्रतुंड चंद्रबाण दीनन हितकारी महिमा जो गाए पाए नवनिधि गाए सदा तेरी आरती महिमा जो गाए पाए नवनिधि गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
चंदन चौकी पे आसन लगाया मूषक वाहन अर्बुद है काया पूजे तुझे देवा जो भी अति गाए सदा तेरी आरती पूजे तुझे देवा जो भी अति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी
विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती
त्रिकाल ज्ञाता मंगल के दाता संकट विघ्न दूर करता विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती सिद्धि विनायक जय गणपति गाए सदा तेरी आरती।
Let us all join our palms together as we bow our heads and we close our eyes and we prepare to ask for that leave so that we can return to our homes and family and so that we can come again tomorrow to continue this yagya. Jai. Asan Lijay, may you all be seated. Now, I was put in a little position, hence the reason why I was caught just, and we'll see you tomorrow. God blessing. The group will continue to sing, and you at home, I thank you so much for being with us through via our Bhakti TV, and you have a chance. Look at the possibility now. Somebody in the audience at home can have a chance to win this voucher, rather than somebody right here with us. So God blessing, Sitaram, and Jai Ganesha. Okay, I'm sorry about that, please. But anyone wishing to go and do their devotion to the Ganesh Murti, please do so now. You can go and offer your arti, your offerings, whatever you want to offer. Please go right ahead. Thank you.
Shiva 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 Shambho Shiva 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 Shambho ऐसा डमरू बजाया भोलेनाथ रे तारा जग के ऐसा डमरू बजाए भोलेनाथ रे तारा कैलाश पर्वत ऐसा डमरू बजाए गया तारा कैलाश पर्वत सारा कैलाश पर्वत मगन हो गया सारा कैलाश पर्वत मगन हो गया ऐसा डमरू बजाए भोलेनाथ रे सारा कैलाश पर्वत मगन हो गया डमरू के सुनकर कान्हा जी आए संग राधा जी मगन हो डमरू को सुनकर गणपत चले कार्तिक चले